up, man?
What's wrong with white people wearing Jordans?
I just never noticed a white guy wearing Jordans before.
Yeah, white people wear Jordans. It's not a big deal.
But he was wearing them, like, tailgating. Like, you walk through dirt and shit. Like, would you wear them tailgating? Come on.
What kind of Jordans were they? White people wear Jumpmans. Like, they don't wear the J's. Like, the J's are the numbers. Like, 1 through...
You're asking me?
The Roman numerals.
Okay, bring them up. Like, show me...
What do you want me to show you? All of them? You want to see all the Jordans 1 through 23? Because that's when they stopped counting, and then they just started going by the year. Like, so now, like, the Jordans that'll come out this year, which will probably come out in January or December, they'll be 2015s they'll probably be 2016s. That's what they call them now. They don't call them the number.
So the ones that come out on Christmas Eve.
The ones that I want?
Yeah, the ones that you want.
Those are still numbered. Those are the shoes that he was actually playing with. Like, he played in those shoes. The other shoes are just shoes with his brand on, with his name on it, with his
So
emblem.
those ones aren't as hype as what these ones are?
Not at all. Nobody cares.
Why?
Black people just didn't take to them. They didn't make them cool. Nobody got laid off of wearing Jumpman. No. White people in trailer parks definitely got laid off of wearing Jumpmans. I hate when I see a girl in some Jumpmans. I really do.
Why?
I don't know. It's just something, because they be looking dirty. Like, you could pull a fresh pair of Jumpmans out the box, and they look dirty to me. They really do.
Is it like an off-white, or is it just because you're bougie when it comes to these shoes?
No, it's not about being bougie. It's just that you know that's like Jordan's stepchild to his child, okay?
Oh my God.
That's like some bitch just came into the relationship with this shoe. And he never wanted it, really. He was just like, I'll accept it because I like the original child.
That is so cool.
Is that messed up to say?
That is so mean.
Well, I mean, that's what it seems like. These girls, I mean, recently I've seen a fresh pair of Jumpmans, and I was just like, ew. They were brand new, though. I could tell they were new. And I was just like,
well, what the girl look like? Was she like slap bucket?
No, she was at the bar. She was dancing. This was actually last night. Damn, I was drunk. So.
Wait, you said you went to Pops last night.
I went to Pops and then I went to the bar.
You went to the bar by yourself?
No, I met some people out there. There was some people there. I will go to the bar by myself. I have no problem going out by myself.
Really?
Because people like to talk to me anyways. So, like, I'll get in there, I'll start talking shit or something. It's cool. But, yeah, that's what it was. She was actually cute in the face. Till I looked
down to those feet.
Till I looked at her shoes. And she could dance. In my eyes, she was a good dancer. Till I looked at her shoes. And then, of course, I looked at her teeth.
And that was just like,
her teeth messed it up, too. So, if it was probably the shoes, I probably would have gave her one. I probably would have gave her either she looked good.
Like, was she well put together? Or was she just like...
She was very small. Like, not like petite, but she was short. She was really short. And she wasn't big or anything. She was
just like average?
Average for that height, yeah. She was like 4 feet tall, I guess. Maybe she wasn't 4 feet. She had to be okay.
I was gonna say like
maybe 5'2". She was.
Oh, so she was tiny.
Yeah, she was a small girl. But she on some damn Jumpmans, some black and white Jumpmans.
And that's immediate like nope.
It's not a nope. It's a definitely. You need to upgrade your life, bitch. Like you ain't doing something right.
I don't know, like, to me, when a girl goes out in tennis shoes to a bar, like, no matter what type of shoes they are, like, I don't care.
It's just tacky, period.
To me, it's tacky. Like, I think, like, when you're going, it depends on the bar. Like, if you're going to a dive bar, then who cares? Like, wear whatever. Because when I go to a dive bar, like, I am not dressing to impress anyone. But if I'm going to a bar and I'm with my girls and I know, like, we're going out... then you wear something different that you wouldn't normally wear because, like, it's your opportunity. Like, it's fun to get dressed up. It's fun to wear heels. It's fun to just wear, like, a dress that you clearly cannot wear to work or, like, that you can't wear, not dressed like a whore.
Right.
But I see you're smirking, like, trying to make a smart-ass comment.
No, I was gasping because I realized that you called it a dive bar, and as you were saying that, I was really envisioning, like, diving into some water.
Because you're basic.
And then I remember that last week you schooled me on a dive bar is just a shit bar, right? So that's where I was like, I know something.
Oh, okay.
So.
Well, you called them something else before, and I was like, I've never called them that.
Hole in the wall?
Hole in the wall. Yeah, because, like...
You never heard of that?
No, like, we...
Oh. Okay.
They're one and the same, but I just...
They definitely are. But,
like a dive.
Yeah, I don't know. If I see a girl in the club with... Damn, what... Or the bar... What kind of shoes are acceptable? Like, gym shoes, why? K-Swiss used to be acceptable. I had this discussion.
At a bar?
If I see a girl in K-Swiss at all now, I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw the fuck up. Because I'm going to immediately assume she's a crackhead. I'm going to immediately assume that she's going to... If she comes and talks to me, she's going to, like, solicit her body. Not even her body. She's going to solicit her mouth. Because...
Oh.
I'm just saying, like, it just really disgusts me. I don't want to see any K-Swiss on any women.
So here's a question, because...
Even if they're playing fucking... What, is it tennis? The tennis that you... K-Swiss is for tennis, right?
I didn't know that K-Swiss was... I'm not trying to be sarcastic,
It's for tennis, yeah.
I didn't know that they work for tennis.
That's the thing Venus does, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the one then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She advertises K-Swiss?
Does she?
I'm asking you.
I think she used to. I haven't seen a K-Swiss commercial in years, shit.
I didn't know they were still around, to be honest with you.
Somebody told me they found them. I mean, I don't know where the nigga shop's at, but...
Mr. Ayo.
They probably do have them there. But, yeah, I don't know. I think you're right. I don't think you can...
Like, I just don't think...
If I see a girl wearing the Jordans, the numbers, 1 through... anything, 1 through 23, it's alright. That's acceptable.
At a bar.
Yep, that's acceptable.
Really?
Yep, still
See,
acceptable.
I think she'd look trashy to me.
No,
Not like I'm going out like looking for a girl, but I think that looks kind of... I feel like you should put more effort into your...
I don't think she would be professional, and...
You think she's just kind of...
I don't know.
I feel like that's like a younger girl thing to wear tennis shoes to a bar.
It is.
I'm not saying like every time I go out I'm wearing heels and shit, but like...
Do you even own any tennis shoes?
My gym, like shit that I wear at the gym.
Oh, fuck that. That's running shoes. It's different.
Well, yeah, no, I don't. Just because that's just that shit, like, when I go out, or even when I'm running errands, like, I just don't think...
But you go to bougie places.
Oh, I go to bougie places?
Yeah, you
like,
go.
Name 5 bougie places that I go to.
Old Shillelagh's. Bougie as fuck.
Old Shillelagh is a shit show.
It's terrible, though.
It's terrible.
The people are bougie as fuck. They think that they're in some high class... They act like they're in some... exquisite place. This
fuck that. I know
fucking
when
off
I
the Mediterranean or some shit, and it's nothing. It's garbage.
When I go to Old Shillelagh, when I go to Old Shillelagh, I'm going either to have a good time and get fucked up.
And ew, can't even have a good time. It's so nasty. I feel like I'm gonna come out of there with something. Not like a STD, but like a roach in my back pocket or bed bugs. So, which is exceptionally the same thing in my eyes.
Yeah.
I really do feel that way. I feel like something's gonna crawl into my fucking shoe. It might even be a centipede. I could see a centipede walking around in there.
Okay, so how is that bougie?
I could see a centipede walking across your fucking glass.
No.
In there.
That's disgusting.
It happens.
Okay, well there's one imaginary bougie place that I go to. Name the other 4.
I don't know bars that well, just like I don't know girls' names that well. So we ain't going there. That's good enough for me.
I would not label it as bougie at all.
I found some really cool places today in Michigan. I don't know. I've been to Southwest Detroit as the hood before, but I've never seen it like I saw it today.
No.
Like, minus the crackheads, basically. But a lot of graffiti. There's a lot of good graffiti down there. I went down there to do a photo shoot for one of my cars. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, like, it was some good artwork out there. I actually thought about picking up a can of spray paint. And, you know.
Have you ever graffitied or tagged something?
I can't draw.
You can't?
Fuck no. I don't have that capability.
If I had paper and pen, I would totally make you draw something right now.
What would you make me draw? Mm-hmm. It's not going to look like it.
Whatever came to mind.
Shit. Good luck.
Whatever you would tag. I want to see what you would do.
Stick figures. I'm good at drawing penises, too. And vaginas. And girls bent over. I'm good at drawing that, actually. I don't... That's what happens when you're in jail and you're looking for porn.
You just start drawing shit?
Yes.
And I'm sorry, wait, you were drawing penises when you were in jail?
No, the penises came from, like, middle school. Maybe it was high school.
What movie is that when they're talking about, like, oh, I just used to draw dicks everywhere? Do you remember that? He's like...
It sounds familiar.
It's super bad, because he was like...
I was about to say, it sounds like something Jonah Hill would say.
It is, because he was like, oh, you know what type of foods are shaped like penises? Oh, the best kind, because he couldn't have them anymore.
The best kinds of fruits?
No, the best type of... He's like, you know what type of foods are shaped like penises? He's like, the best kind, like... hot dogs, popsicles, like he couldn't have them anymore once he got caught drawing a penis, and some little girl was like, oh my god.
Oh shit. Are the best foods shaped like penises?
You're a picky eater, so...
I don't eat bananas, so... Carrots are good. I think everything is cylindrical anyways. Boom. I killed that word.
Cylindrical?
Yeah, it's a lot of syllables.
Let's talk about how you said immunizations last...
That was weeks ago, so
oh.
Nobody wants to hear that.
Yeah, when you were adding extra syllables to some of your words.
You know what? We need to start this fucking show.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so welcome to the Mental Massage Podcast. This is like episode 3 officially. We have a secret one that hasn't been, nobody's listened to, nobody's heard it.
Oh no? So what is this, 2?
No, this is 3. We have another one. God damn. What are you drinking? Bacardi. Okay. So,
just because I can handle my liquor and you can't.
I'm not even drunk.
I'm not either.
No. That's what I think. That's why I think I don't drink, because the next day I don't like. I was drinking last night.
Clearly.
I drank, and yeah, I was drunk like for like an hour and a half or longer. I was probably drunk all night. Actually, I went to sleep drunk, but I woke up.
You drove home drunk?
I didn't drive home. I took an Uber. Unfortunately, the Uber's driver...
Uber?
Yep, the Uber driver's name was Myron, though. So, I don't know what he was feeling like.
Wow, that's so unique. I've never met another Myron.
Another Myron is who drove me home.
Wow.
He had the exact same car I had, too.
That's pretty unique.
We made it... He got me there safely, though, so I couldn't complain.
What a good driver.
Yep.
Did he remember the whole ride?
Entirely.
Entirely?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole thing. What were we talking about before we got on me drinking? I don't know. I don't think I can get drunk off of this today because I drank last night. But we'll know in about 30 minutes or less.
I've been day drinking all day.
That sucks.
Not really. Not when you keep them. I didn't even get buzzed, though.
What about that burn on that face, though?
Oh, my God.
Why would you touch your face?
Because it hurts. Like, it's when you touch something cold and you put it right here.
Oh, it feels good?
Mm-hmm.
If you filled your ice trays up, you would probably have ice. You could use that, like an ice pack or something.
I got frozen vegetables. I can use that just as well.
That's disgusting. That's so terrible.
Because then if you put ice in, like, a bag, it's going to leak everywhere.
Oh, from it sweating?
Well, like, from the ice melting.
Oh, so hold on. The vegetables don't do that? The vegetables in the bag don't sweat when they thaw out?
Not the way ice would in a bag.
Oh. I didn't know. I don't know the difference.
Because you probably never got burned.
I've been sunburned.
Not
plenty
like
of times.
this.
I've been sunburned on the face plenty of times.
You've gotten, like, tinted on the face.
No, it's a burn. It peels. The skin gets tight because it's, it's dead.
I'm sorry, can you show me?
I'm showing you with my fingers right now, like, where it hurts. These are the areas.
Your cheeks.
I'm pointing right under my eyelids. People, I'm under my eyelids, and my thumbs are going down to my cheeks a little bit. Very small amount. And
I'm sorry, they're like right
to the outer edge of my face is where I sunburn occasionally. I've sunburned at least 3 times in my life. That's pretty bad.
Probably 5.
And it peels. It looks bad for me because I'm black, so nobody expects it.
Mm-mm.
And then they look at you like, why is your face peeling? And you're like, motherfucker, this is a sunburn.
But it's probably not like how white people peel, though.
You think it's different?
Well, no. Like, have you seen someone who's actually, like, gotten a horrible burn where it's, like, a bright red? And once it turns, like, either some people... I've got friends who, when they burn, it turns to a tan after a couple of days, and they're fine, but it peels a little bit, and it's not like, I don't know how to describe it, or you've got that burn where you're like a lobster, and you start losing, like, patches of skin. Like, you look like you have a fucking disease.
No, I never, no.
So see, you burn and then you peel differently.
Those are the type of people, like, if I see them in public, that I don't breathe. Like, I hold my breath if they walk
You're
by
so
me.
wrong.
Because I wouldn't know what they had. I would assume that it's something that I don't want to catch, so I just wouldn't breathe. I don't breathe around fat people in stores either.
What, like the fat's gonna, like, all of a sudden, like, blow in the wind to you?
I just don't know whatever bacteria they are ingesting or breathing in or have coming up out of their lungs. I just don't want to catch it.
Okay, and by fat, do you mean like someone who's in like a scoot, or are you talking
What's
like
a scoot?
you talking? I'm talking about like going through like a grocery store and someone's in a scooter because they can't walk from one side of the store to the other.
Yeah, those are in there too.
Okay, but you give me an idea of the scale, no pun intended, of how fat someone would need to be for you to be like, oh nope, not breathing today.
Like, you know when, like, you have pants on?
And they have that fupa?
The fupa is... No, it has to be a big fupa. But, like, you know how...
Why would it matter? Either way, you've got a fupa. Like, that's...
Like, Carl Winslow is a good example of I just wouldn't breathe around him. Uncle Phil wouldn't breathe.
No?
No. Hell no. I just stopped breathing, and I hurry up and walk away and get some good fresh air.
There's nothing wrong with those people.
I also don't breathe around people that I think that are racist in a store. I don't want to catch that shit either. I don't breathe around nasty looking kids.
Oh my god.
I don't breathe around dogs either. If I see a dog out,
It can depend on the dog. Like if it looks like
it's mangy.
Yeah, if it looks like it's got mange.
I'll hold my breath and walk away.
So, but okay. I mean, I get it, but that's still kind of
It's extreme.
a little bit. Like,
I
come
don't
on,
play no games. I'm not taking no chances. My life, my way.
But that's so fucking ignorant. Like, you know for damn sure that you cannot catch anything that someone who is bigger or larger than you. You know that they're not doing anything different.
What? I don't. I don't know how people don't notice that they're gaining this sort of weight or that their body is not the same.
Have you thought that maybe they just have like
a medical issue?
They could have a medical issue.
That's the medical issue I'm not trying to breathe in.
You're so fucking ignorant right now.
Damn. Why don't you get that?
Because you're so fucking basic right now.
I am being ignorant. Why are you being so, like, sensitive about it, though?
Because I feel like when people hear or see shit like that...
I don't have to breathe if I don't want to breathe.
Well, maybe you're killing off brain cells. Maybe that's why you think the way you do.
Maybe so. Guess who else killed off themselves today, actually?
Who?
Fetty Wap.
He killed himself?
No, he got into a bad motorcycle accident, though. He had to be rushed to the hospital.
Really?
Looks pretty bad, though, in these TMZ pictures. Oh, man. Looks like he has a splint on his leg. Looks like he broke his leg.
He'll be alright.
Yeah, I was about to say. I don't want to hear him anymore in life. I've had enough of his singing rap style.
He's alright. But like if he went away or just like crawled into a hole, I wouldn't worry about.
I wouldn't miss him.
Yeah.
At all. There's no point in my life that's gonna come back to me 10 years from now and be like, damn, remember when Fetty Wap first hit the scene? That's never gonna happen.
Or like a song that you listen to of his, like it's not gonna make you feel some type of way about an event that happened. Like, you know, when you listen to a song and you're like, damn, I remember what I was doing, or like it makes you reminisce.
No. I'm not going to have any story or scenario to go with anything that involves Fetty Wap. Except for maybe the day that he fell off his motorcycle. I guess he didn't fall, though. From what I read...
Did he crash?
Yeah, no. He was hit by a car. Yeah. I wonder how that happened, though.
Was it Caitlyn Jenner?
I wonder if they were listening to his music. You know they keep his shit heavy in rotation right now. What if they were playing his fucking CD?
That's irony.
That would be
that's a good
Jesus telling you to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I feel like that's a divine intervention.
My Jesus tells people to shut the fuck up.
Oh, your
Jesus might not.
No?
Mine does, though. Yep. So, just in case anybody was wondering why I would say that, mine does. So,
that's kind of crazy.
Do you have any shout-outs this week?
No, but I'm sure you do.
Let's see. I want to shout out the people that can't say pneumonia. There was a lady at the store today. I can't even think of what she called it. Why is that so funny?
Because
you know somebody.
You would not believe the shit that you hear working with the general public every day. Like, the shit that they cannot say. Or the shit that they try to say to make themselves sound more intelligent, and in reality just make them sound dumb as fuck.
This is true. I mean, that was... What did she say? She was in the store. I was buying me a pack of 9-laters and pumping some gas, so selling my life away. And she was like, "Oh, I just can't believe my pneumonia is acting up again like this."
Oh, so she added the P?
She added that shit.
So did she say pahone? Pahone?
I don't know what she said. I was just like, I gotta get the hell out of here because I don't need to breathe in.
Did
whatever.
you hold your breath?
I did.
You don't want to catch that stupid.
Don't want to catch that stupid shit at all. So, yeah. Is that my only shout out?
You were telling me about someone earlier in the week that you wanted to shout out.
This new iPhone update has erased all of my shout outs, I think.
Did it?
Shout out to Apple for that bullshit. This is terrible. Shout out to Apple for... Have you seen the commercial for this new phone?
No, but shout out to them for not having enough of them available and mine being on fucking back order until November.
You the dummy that waited 4 days after the pre-sales to go get yours. He's supposed to be there right now.
I don't follow that shit like that.
He's supposed to... I could have told you. I do follow
Then
it.
why didn't you? What a good friend. Thanks.
Sorry. Well, you get yours in November, like the rest of the losers.
Wow, I think I just might have to return a birthday present tomorrow.
I have a birthday gift here? Never mind. Okay, anyways, you are technically anybody who gets the iPhone in November, you're a loser.
I just don't know what happened to your birthday. I don't know what the fuck happened to your birthday present.
I'm not going to continue to breathe if you keep acting like this, because I'm not going to inhale this bitch. I'm not going to inhale this bitch, okay? That's what I won't do. That's absolutely not what I will do today.
Oh, okay.
But no, the Apple commercial, it comes on, regular Apple commercial, and it says, this is the new iPhone 6S. It's nothing. Or no, it doesn't say it's nothing. Where you going? Because you moving is really throwing me off right now.
Well,
I could have just been silent and then just edited this part out. Because it really threw me off. Because now it doesn't feel like you're listening to me.
I'm listening to you. Just like how when I was trying to tell you a story earlier and you just said, yep. But you started to smirk. But then you started to smirk and gave it away and just said, yep. Like, you know what the fuck I was talking about. But you said, yep. You had no fucking idea. But you said it just to shut me up so I can go along with my story.
Oh, I apologize. But, okay, so Apple comes in and said, we've changed nothing. That's what they said. We've changed nothing. Then it goes through how they haven't changed anything outside physically of the phone. Mm-hmm. But what they have done is added a few stupid features that do nothing for your life.
Like what?
Like they have this 3D touch is what they're calling this. So you keep your hand on your phone and it allows you to like open up things without moving your finger.
That's weird.
That's dumb. That's
really... Why?
So what is this new CEO of Apple? What is his name? I thought it was just him that was gay, but he's literally turning the company gay.
Stop. Right now, stop.
He is.
Don't sound like a fucking bigot. Don't.
I like gay people. I just don't like gay products.
Then you know... Hold that thought.
I don't like gay products.
Then you might as well get rid of your fucking phone.
You know what it is? The people over at Apple are breathing in the gay. They need to hold their goddamn breath. Yep. When he walks in the room, don't breathe, people at Apple, because you're making shit products.
Holding my breath.
You're making shit products.
I'm gonna start holding my breath.
Nope. I'm against this stuff. This is mediocrity. I bring everything home. So, anyways, at some point in the show, we want to discuss how mediocre the world is. Even my vocabulary is mediocre. I don't give a shit, though. Maybe you shouldn't breathe when I talk.
That's what I just said. I'm going to start holding my breath when you're around.
The world would be a much better place if people didn't breathe when I started talking. Keep going. Yes. So, anyways... This stupid... Okay, what else it has? Let's see, this iPhone, iPad. Okay, so the 3D touch opens up small windows to let you see what's inside. They did an update on the phone, and it's supposed to be working already. It doesn't work at all. I can't get the shit to do anything correctly, and my phone has a lot of glitches right now since I've updated.
I was about to say, do you download the new iOS like immediately once it becomes...
No, I waited at least a week before I actually updated. I just wanted to see it. I was like, did they really not change anything? That's kind of what it was.
See,
I was like,
see, they had a good marketing ploy then because you were curious as to did they or did they not change shit on it. So see, Apple pulled you in. Apple pulled your dumb ass in with that ad because you're like, oh, I waited a week, but man, I really want to see what's going on with it.
I was
and
breathing.
Now you were breathing. Maybe you should just stop.
I was breathing when I saw the commercial.
What, you were breathing in like gay?
I didn't breathe in the gay because.
Are you sure? Because you were drawing dicks. You were talking about drawing dicks earlier.
Nothing's wrong with drawing dicks.
Oh, you trying to tell us all something right now?
Dicks are funny. Tell me a good dick picture is not funny. It's
Actually,
hilarious.
have you heard about the girl who she's starting to turn dick pics into art? Like, she is dressing up men's penises. Like,
where did you find this shit at?
It came up on Cosmo.
Is this a magazine?
Cosmopolitan?
They have a website now?
Yeah. I follow them on Facebook. You follow ignorant shit, I've got my ignorant fix.
Alright, well. Who'd you get your news from this week?
I got mine from CNN, a Huffington Post.
Uh-oh. What'd you get from the Huffington Post?
Just news about the Pope being in town.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
Yes. Let's talk about the Pope.
What do you want to say? I don't get it. I don't know anything about it. Don't get it. Why is he so important? Didn't they vote for him? He's kind of like a president, right?
Yes, but it's a little bit different.
So he's a spiritual president.
In a way, yeah.
Do people really believe that he's like... He has like a direct line to Jesus or something? Is that what...
Honestly, the way he speaks and the way he carries himself compared to... I was too young to remember a lot of, like, Pope John Paul.
Okay.
So, like, I don't remember a lot about him. Benedict, I remember just... He seemed to be a lot more tied up into, for lack of a better word, like, the fanciness of being a pope. Like, everything that comes with it, the title, I don't know, just everything that made him feel important. I feel like this Pope, I don't know, Pope Francis, is it?
Is that his name?
Fuck, I can't think of his name.
His name
right
is
now.
Pope.
But they tie it to a certain name.
Oh, so his real name isn't Francis?
Mm-mm. No.
I heard he used to be a bouncer.
Bye. We're not...
No, I swear to God. Was that a lie that somebody told me?
I'm totally gonna hold my breath right now.
No, I'm so serious. Like, I wouldn't joke around with Catholicism. Catholicism?
Wow, look at you. Using words bigger than, like, 3 syllables. I'm so proud of you.
I can't spell them, though. But I can say them real good.
We can wait while you try and spell it.
I'm not going to do it.
No?
I'm not even going to try.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's important. Especially with what he's doing. He's kind of...
What is he doing?
I mean...
He's being quiet.
Who?
No, what is he doing? I'm talking shit still.
Oh.
Under my breath.
I mean, he spoke to Congress. He made it seem like, especially with immigration being such a big issue, coming up with a new presidential race, I think he's bringing a lot more attention to it because he was a son of an immigrant. So he knows what these people are going through. And I think it is an important issue. Like, you can't just cast someone aside. Like, in a way, we're all immigrants to this country when you think about it.
Absolutely, because we've all accepted this lie that, what was that dude's name? Who founded America? I can't think of his name right now.
I don't know what you...
I know his name.
Christopher Columbus.
Columbus, yes, him. We all believe that he came here and the Indians were just so nice and he was nice to them and they were like, yeah, you can have this land. Like, we didn't own it. He didn't kill anybody or rape any women.
Or bring over a bunch of diseases that killed them all off.
Or that.
No, he didn't do any of that.
None of that stuff happened. White people wouldn't do that.
No, absolutely. No, we wouldn't bring people over and use them as slaves.
When you say we, are you talking about...
The half of me.
Okay, that half, okay.
That one half.
I just wonder...
That is sometimes embarrassing. But no, he spoke to Congress, and, like, rather than going and meeting with, like, major leaders of the U.S., he went and, like, ate with the homeless. Like, when can you think of someone, especially who's got that type of power, who would just relinquish all those types of rights just to say, like, I'm going to go dine with you because this is what Jesus would have done? Name 5 world leaders that would have done that. Because right now, I can't think of anyone.
Nobody.
So I think he's bringing back something that I feel like religion's lost. Now, granted, I'm not a super religious person, but listening to him, like, I feel like I could become a little bit more along that path. I think he speaks to a lot of people, and I think he brings
He
a
speaks
lot.
to this generation. He speaks
Like,
for what's missing.
that's it. He speaks to what's missing. He spoke about climate change, and then you've got, oh my God, what is his name? I think it's Ted Cruz, that ignorant fuck. Like right after, the Pope spoke to Congress about like climate change and immigrants, he's like, oh, the Pope's not a scientist. We shouldn't listen to him. Last time I checked, neither was Cruz. So it's just, I don't know, like, clearly I'm a liberal, and hearing people go back and forth about it, especially from the right side, it just kind of makes them look like bigots, and they really can't, they don't have a lot to stand on, like, factually.
Who exactly is Ted Cruz?
I'm sorry?
Was I not supposed to ask who Ted Cruz was?
No, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I was about to say, like, damn, like, I need to know who he is. He's running for office right now?
He's a congressman from Texas. He's actually in the presidential race, but he's...
Didn't I say he's running for office? Same thing, right?
Well, when you said office, that could mean several different things. Like, is he running for re-election, or is he running for president?
Presidency is what I was
Yeah,
referring
he's running for
to.
president, but, like...
Okay, that's what I thought.
A lot of his stuff is based off of, like, religious values. There's nothing wrong with that, but then you also have to think of separation of church and state.
Absolutely.
And a lot of people... I'm not saying that being religious is wrong, but I think if you take that power, or you take that type of position, you need to know how to differentiate the two. Like, look at Kim Davis. She can't do her job because she's claiming that she can't issue gay marriage licenses or certificates or whatever it is.
You need to bring that bitch up no more.
We don't need to, but
she's
a perfect example of this, and she still keeps her fucking job. If you can't do your job,
who's appointed to fire her?
I really don't know how that works. I mean, I would assume. Honestly, I can't answer that because I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
I don't want to answer it and have it be.
Fuck that bitch. That's how we need to keep that.
Oh, okay.
I mean, there's nothing else to say. Not long.
What about Trump?
What about Trump?
He's speaking the same type of bigoted bullshit.
Do you think Trump is serious, or do you think he's just trying to get a rise out of people? I don't think any of these candidates... Okay, I know that these candidates have to be serious, but it just seems like they just don't. Like, they're just trying to get followers.
You think so?
They've got to be. What else could they be doing? I'm sorry, I looked up Ben Carson.
I was about to talk about him, too, Ben Carson.
Yeah.
See, like,
he says a lot of ignorance.
But see, he's such an intelligent man. Like, he was a doctor. He was, like, a very well-respected... Wasn't he a cardiologist?
Neurosurgeon.
Whatever. He worked on very important shit in the body. He was good at what he did.
Yeah, he was a neurosurgeon.
So you can't tell me, like, talking to a neurosurgeon, like, you know your shit. You know medicine. You can't denounce. Like, there is science... Like,
yeah.
What you learned was scientific. And then he sits here and continues to bring up, like... shit that is based on stuff. Yeah, like religious values. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, but then again, you're running for public office, and not everyone is going to agree with your religious
But these people, when they run for office, they want to run the office like they would run their household.
And that's not how it works.
That's not. People don't, like, they're not able to separate the two.
So. Like, I would never run for office because, like, I can't speak to anyone who has that type of, like, a religious background. I was never...
Can you stay sober that long to run for office? Like, I mean, there's debates, there's kissing babies. I think it's illegal to kiss a baby while you're drunk. So...
Oh, so you're saying that...
You just said you were drinking all day.
I was tailgating one.
Whatever.
So let's not try and make me sound like a fucking drunk.
I threw you way the fuck off, whatever. Anyways, go back into... They can't separate state from home, which is the problem. I mean, running the country from running their household.
Oh, continue talking.
Why would I continue to talk? Whatever. I don't really need your textbook answers right now.
Just because I know shit and you get your shit from some ignorant ass website on shit that you follow on Facebook.
World Star.
Oh.
And Tosh.0.
And TMZ.
The Daily Show.
Daily Show is no longer on the air, but is actually...
No, they have a new dude.
Oh, that's right. But has he come back on?
No, he hasn't started yet.
See, so is it the Daily Show that you've been getting your information from? Because I don't think so.
They do something, it seems like.
Oh, really? Can you tell me about it? I'll wait.
Maybe I've been listening.
I'll hold my breath
You
while
know
you
what?
find this.
I think I've been watching Fox 2, which is basically The Daily Show. They're full of lies and bullshit.
The Daily Show is not full of lies and bullshit.
Yeah, that's true. What the hell? Wow, computer. I guess you just want to do what you want to do today. This is what happens when you look up Ben Carson. Just random things. Yeah, no, I guess The Daily Show was really honest. I really like their
The
point.
Daily Show ripped apart American news the way that the major news corporations would not. You realize that they're owned by, like, it's either 3 or 4 major, every single, either it's newspaper, news organization, like, and some shit like that. It's owned by, like, 3 or 4 major entities, so...
That's it?
Yeah, so it's monopolized.
Right.
So you're never actually going to hear the full-fledged truth unless you turn on Jon Stewart.
Because he's not owned by anybody with Comedy Central.
Well, right. And he didn't, I mean, he said what everybody else thought, but just didn't have the balls to say.
Why did he retire? Just 16 years?
He probably just got tired. I mean, he's got young kids.
Doesn't he?
He's married. I mean, he probably...
And he's made enough money.
I don't even think it's a money thing, but wouldn't you, after so long of doing that, like, wouldn't you just want to spend time with your kids and your family?
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Continue just to make money and just be greedy?
And plus, he's older. I mean, what? He's, like, late 40s, early 50s. So, like, he's an older dude. He's had a good run. Like, I don't know. I still feel like he's going to be big on... from a political standpoint, because he's not afraid to say what he thinks. Whereas I feel like a lot of people are afraid to say what's on their mind without being judged for it.
Well, it's enough of that political bullshit. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what happens. I hope that Trump... I don't know. I don't hope anybody gets it. I hope there's somebody that just comes in and... I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen after this election. Or who's
What
going to...
do you mean?
Like, I don't think I'm even going to vote this time.
You have to vote. Think of how many people fought for your right to vote.
I don't think they saw this shit coming.
Regardless of that, people fought for your right to vote.
Okay, so I will vote. Because people have fought for me. You're right. You ever watched Lingerie Football League? You like football, I just figured...
Why would I want to see a bunch of bitches running up and down the field in, like, thongs and
Ooh,
bras?
that is a good point.
Why would I want to see that?
So as a guy, why would I want to see it?
Because you're a dude.
Oh.
Why would you not want to see, like, tits and ass?
No, why would I not want to see guys? Why would I not want to watch guys, play regular football? Or why would I want to?
I mean, I think it's more so than just watching someone playing football. I think it's also, like, your love for the team. Like Bo said. The team, the team, the team.
No. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
People love the team, huh?
You've got to have, I mean, for
something
me,
to
like,
root for outside of yourself.
Yeah, I mean...
I guess I get that. That's a good point. I'm not a sports fan. If anybody out there doesn't know. No, it is a big deal to some people. Some people are like, oh, that's so weird and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, I think it's weird that you don't know how to change a tire on a car.
But see, you're good. Like, that's something that you've always been good at, though. Or that's just kind of been your niche.
Yeah, that's my niche. All right, everybody has their own thing. I just think that it's weird when people judge
you for it?
Yeah, absolutely. But
I mean, I don't know, like, for me tailgating today and going to the Michigan game, like, I was raised in a household where, like, Michigan football was a big deal. You knew when fall came around or, like, late August, like...
Mom and Dad?
It was actually my aunt that got me into it.
Oh.
And then just from her, like, my dad actually was not big into sports. He never watched, like, there was not a sport where he was just like, this is what we need to watch. My mom either. Like, I think I'm kind of the only sports nut in my family where I'm like, come fall, I want to be in Ann Arbor. I want to be at the big house. I want to be, it's something that I'm used to. And then after going to school there, like, after 5 years and even, like, senior year in high school, like, being down there, like, it's shit. After what 10 years, it's just kind of become
It's just there.
Yeah, I mean, it's not necessarily like I know you've said it before. Like some people just do it because they want to be part of that crowd, but like I like the experience. I like being in Ann Arbor. I like being at the big house. Like you're rooting for your
That is a
team.
lot of people that was down there. I think that might be it too. I just don't like the big crowds. Like, I just don't. Is that an anxiety thing? You think? I think I could do it. It's just a preference. I just don't want to be around it.
No, because I see like the older that I get, the more I don't like being around like huge groups of people like that. But I like I don't know, it's different. Like if you've been doing it for so many years, it's just kind of like you're used to doing that type of thing. But like even going to concerts now, I hate going to concerts. I used to love it.
Just the groups of people, huh? Just
like
too many.
I went to a concert at DCE and it was a shit show getting out of there, and like people got so wasted, and like when it's time to go home, like I want to get in my car, take like 20-25 minutes to get out of the parking lot, and people are just, I don't know, like they're just so disrespectful now to where it takes the fun out of doing like social events like that.
I don't know. You know what else I watched over the week? You know what they did? They did the Cosby special with the ladies.
That's right.
I forgot all about that almost. Because today's Saturday.
Oh, was it a week ago?
No,
it was Monday. It was Monday.
Was it Monday?
It was Monday or Sunday?
I think. Okay, one of those days. They did a special. They had I think. How many of the ladies were on that show? Was it like 6 maybe?
There was a lot. I don't remember.
6 or 12. One of these weird numbers.
6 or 12.
6 or 12.
What a weird number.
Just pick whichever one you want it to be.
Because 6 is.
I mean, whatever you want it to be.
Oh, okay. But continue.
But and I listen to these women's stories, and I still stand on my belief. You know.
What's your belief?
I think that maybe at some point he may have did something that could have been misconstrued as
misconstrued.
As in misconstrued.
Misconstrued.
Who? Say that shit again.
Misconstrued.
Strued? No.
Misconstrued.
Misconstrued.
Immunizations.
Misconstrued.
Okay.
It's say it again.
Misconstrued.
Misconstrued.
What is so hot? Are you trying to like Z-snap me?
I'm just gonna leave this one out, okay? We're not gonna worry about it. But anyways, I don't necessarily think that it was rape. I think a lot of these women, wow, do I even want to say it? But I think that they were put in situations, maybe they couldn't handle it. But the stories, going solely off of their stories and not my opinion. There we go. We'll stay there. Okay, one lady was saying that, okay, I have names, started pulling her pants down, and she was smart enough to come up with an excuse by saying that she had a vaginal infection. So that stopped him from pulling her pants down. But he was still able to insert his penis into her mouth.
Right.
And orgasm or climax or cum, whatever you want to call it. He was able to get that nut. That's what we'll say. How? How does that happen? I'm a dude. I have a penis. Penis has been in mouths before. I've never ejaculated on an uncomfortable situation. You know what I'm saying? But maybe
for some dudes, like, that's not an issue. The issue is,
there are
like,
teeth there. If she wanted him to be uncomfortable, she could have made him very uncomfortable with his penis.
She could have bit and he could have knocked her fucking shit out.
Okay, true enough. I don't think that would happen first. Plus, there's testicles there. Do you know what happens if you touch those testicles in the right way? You lose all your strength. All the strength in your body, gone. I don't care how big you are. You fuck with those testicles, it's a wrap.
Like, I get what you're saying, but some of the women, like, they verbalize, like, how powerful of a man he was at that time. So they're taking...
Socially, you're saying?
Yeah, socially. Like, You're looking at someone who had the ability to...
make or break your career, everything about you.
Yeah. So, it comes back to, like, a bunch of he said, she said. Like, I could say... Just saying, like, I could be like, Myron raped me. It's going to go back to whether or not, like, would someone believe me over you? And they're going to look back and forth and say, like, okay, well, it was just you two one-on-one.
Okay.
But who's going to believe it?
It's not about the belief, though. At this point, is it about the belief? He can't get in trouble for it. All you're doing is destroying a man, and okay.
Well,
All you're doing, you're getting your same story across that you should have got across 30 years ago.
Yeah.
So is it about money now? Because now you can capitalize off of it without seeing a man go to jail? Or is it about a lie that you can make up, capitalize off of it, and all you're doing is destroying a legacy that I would say his legacy might not even... it's not that strong.
But I mean, when you think of Bill Cosby, like you think of the Cosby Show, like you think of such a wholesome show.
We do because we still grew up on it when.
Yeah.
But this new generation of kids, how often are they watching the Cosby Show?
Not often at all.
And he's not going down in the history books for his comedies or for the Cosby Show or for A Different World or for Fat Albert. He's not going down in history books for that. You're never going to pick up a textbook and read that. So how much of a legacy were you really destroying? You were destroying a generational legacy is what you were doing. So that's a lot smaller than, let's say a Malcolm X or a Martin Luther King legacy.
True.
Because if women were to come out and say that shit, that destroys textbook legacy. You know what I'm saying? That stuff is always going to be here. You're always going to hear about that. 100 years from now, you're still going to hear about Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. You are not going to hear about Bill Cosby, The Cosby Show, Olivia, none of the characters, nobody. You're not going to hear nothing about them. So I think that it's a cheap way for women to capitalize. They didn't get the money back then that they were looking for because that's what they were all looking for.
Wait then.
They were all looking to have a career in show business. There was not all, but majority.
But there was that one lady who had a relationship with him, and they had like that relationship where they had consensual sex.
Right.
Why would he bother raping her if at one time they had that type of relationship? And why would she try and misconstrue that type of information to make him seem like a rapist, when in fact she openly admitted at one point in time, it doesn't matter the duration of the period of their relationship.
No means no when you say no.
But why? What benefit to her would come from that to say, yeah, we had a relationship at one time, but then there was that one time after we were done where he raped me. What good of it would come to her?
It's still capital gain.
But I guess I understand.
She's still getting paid. Everybody that went on that show the other day, they didn't do it for free. They got paid to do that interview.
I'm sure they did, but that's the type of shit where it makes me question the validity of their claims.
Absolutely.
How
could you not? At this point, because they all say the same thing. I was so scared he could crush me. He could crush you right now. He could still crush you. If I'm sure he has a team of writers, right?
I'm sure.
I'm sure he could get himself out of this situation with a good comedy act. He could joke his way out of this. Maybe not now, but in the very beginning, if he would have went out there that first one that came about, crushed her and set her up, nobody else gonna claim nothing. Nobody else is gonna get that embarrassment.
Then why didn't he?
Maybe he didn't think about it. He's being quiet for no reason. I mean, or maybe he doesn't care. I don't know. But I would say that would be the only way for him to get out of this. If he would have crushed it from the beginning with a comedy act. At one point, he actually did. He went on stage and he made a joke about it. And people booed him for it. It was like a year ago. It was a while. I'll have to look that information up later. But I do remember he made a joke about it, and more people protest, and it brought more attention to it, but you got to crush it. You got to crush those people, set them down.
So do you think...
Embarrass that woman to hell, you know what I'm saying? And that probably would have saved them.
So my argument for that then is, regardless of if these women are wrong or if this is something that never happened, if he had made a joke out of that and made these women look like shit, that's making any other victim of rape who opens up their mouth and says, this has happened to me. It is such a hard thing for a woman to come out and say, this has happened to me, because it's the embarrassment.
Right.
How could you let that happen to you? One of the girls actually said, I went over to his house, and then I went back, and I told my girlfriends I had a good time. It's embarrassing for a woman to say, I was taken advantage of.
I was dressing like I wanted to be raped.
How can you say, a woman dressed to be raped? I'd never looked at a guy and been he dressed like I want... Yeah, he dressed like I want to fuck him. Come on.
Maybe not in those words.
It may be, women may not say it, but I guarantee you they think it like that.
I don't believe that clothes or provocative clothes force anyone to rape them. I believe it forces them to want some sort of contact, and who knows how it may come about. That's all I can say. I'm not gonna say that attire there. This is rape wear by Kanye West. He does have that new slave wear though.
What?
You haven't seen his clothing line?
I hate Kanye.
It looks like slave clothes, like all the way down to holes in the pants, and yeah, it looks like slave clothes.
I mean, holes in pants though isn't anything new.
Let me just show you a picture, and you describe to the audience what you were seeing here, because I can't put it into words, but it's slave wear. This is, it looks like Quentin Tarantino put this line of clothes together before making Django. Yeah, describe. And don't forget about the prices. The prices next to these items. Yeah.
That's okay. The sweatshirt looks like he took it off a bum, and there's no way in hell I would pay damn near $2,300 for it.
$2,300.
Excuse me, 22.
20.
But probably with tax gonna be like 23. There's no way I would wear that.
Tattered sweater, hanging off of the shoulders. I think it even comes.
It just looks like you got run over by a fucking bus. Someone picked you up and was like, "Yep, this will do."
Yeah, down to the boots.
The boots look like you're about ready to go to war.
And how much are those?
$510. Like that's
$510.
And this guy looks like so hard. Like, "Yep, I'm ready to go to work in this."
Yeah. What about those damn Knickerbocker shorts you got on?
I can't see a lot of detail with the shorts just because they're so dark.
Really? Hold on.
Like, this look like basic ass shorts. Like,
it looks like the shit from The Walking Dead. Absolutely, it looks like what the zombies have been wearing.
yeah.
Yep. So that's Kanye West's new slave wear. But back to.
I'm sorry. Is it actually called slave wear?
No, it's just not.
Is
I don't.
Just,
I don't think he has a line. I don't think he has a name. It's just Kanye West line. So it's terrible. But so I think that's the only way Bill Cosby could get out of this. He should have killed it from the beginning. And yeah, maybe he would have got some flack for what he said about one person, but it would have shut up the masses. Especially if you know that you have done this. That's why I don't believe it, because if you know that there's more people that could come forward, why wouldn't you? Another reason, back then too, if he did have money and the power to shut up somebody, you would have got paid back then. You're going for money now. You're not going for justice.
True.
You're going for money. So what is the difference
saying, like,
now?
they probably, like, potentially could have settled out of court without this being blown out of proportion.
Yeah, that could have been in there. It could have been kept quiet several different ways. I think now it's just these women are like, I've lived this long with this. If it did happen, it's possible that it happened. But I think you should have came out from the beginning.
I agree. Rather than pushing underneath the rug and just been like, oh, nope, didn't happen.
Yeah. You've let this man live this life of where people have loved him. Think about it. Like, how could you do that where you turn on the TV set and all you see is Bill Cosby, the guy that raped you? But you were able to be quiet about it. Knowing you could have profited off of it. Knowing he could have went to jail for this shit. Knowing you could have sought justice just as well as anybody else.
I don't know. Like, I guess I'm different where I wouldn't necessarily want to go for money for it, but just to see someone on TV, like, every day to be like, I see this fucker's face, and I know what he did, and I know how he's trying to portray, like, these wholesome family values when I know what he did to me.
Exactly. Isn't that a slap in the face? That's like being raped over again. It would definitely have to be like that.
So then, like, if it was true, I think he shouldn't have made a joke out of it. I think it should have been handled privately out of social media.
So you're saying if he wasn't going to go to jail for it, then he should have just paid him?
I mean, statute of limitations is already expired. There's no way that they can... Yeah. Like, he can't do anything about it now. Right. Or legally, he can't do anything with it. Yeah. So
they're destroying him. Speak about how he lost his honorable degrees.
Yeah, like... Because of all the publicity, a lot of the universities just kind of...
So...
They want to cut ties with them. Like, look at what they did, or a similar situation with...
I don't think you should cut ties with somebody. I mean, so all the good that he did is just, oh, that was nothing? Like, how can you take that away
It's all
from
for
somebody?
naught right now.
How can you do that?
I mean, he received an honorary degree, like an honorary like doctorate or whatever.
That's like saying, okay, Noah built the ark, right?
Supposedly.
Whoa. Is somebody... Okay, never mind. So, Noah built the ark. But, let's say Noah ate some of the animals on the boat. Does that take away from it? Like, how can we take away... But it's basically what you're saying. It's like, we're going to take that away from you. We're going to strip you of this title of you're the one that built the ark. You're the one that survived these creatures, these animals. But we're going to take it away because you ate 2 of them.
Yep.
Or you ate 40-something of them. In this case.
That's a big...
You ate 40 of them. So
that's a big difference.
maybe I would just be like, you know what, Noah, you shouldn't have built that damn ark. You built that ark because you were hungry. Stupid motherfucker. But, it's just Noah.
Wow.
It's just Noah.
Oh, it's just Noah?
I don't think God ever gave him that power to not be cussed about.
To not be what?
Cursed at or about. Isn't that cursing about somebody? I don't even think that's a thing.
Know.
I think I just made that.
What the fuck are you trying to say?
Whatever. You know what the fuck I'm saying.
No, I'm not, basic.
Whatever. Go to hell. So, we're at about 55 minutes. That was quick. It was pretty good. So, in conclusion, I would say it's sad to see somebody's legacy be tore down for things that can't be factuated. And factuated is the word, right? Proven. Okay. For things that can't be proven factual, then. I use that sentence.
Factuated.
Factuated is probably a word.
Please look that up right now. Please.
Right now?
Please look up factuated.
Factuated. It's a motherfucking word.
No, it's not.
Oh.
Urban Dictionary does not count.
That's one of my news sources.
Okay.
Well, okay. I hate to see this man be torn down for things that can be proven factual.
There you go.
I think that society has a problem with condemning people based on nothing. Accusations. And
Accusations.
I just think we need to try harder to just... I think the women should have came out sooner.
Well, doesn't that kind of segue into, like, people being mediocre? Like, do you think these people had, like, a mediocre, like, shit life because they didn't make it big like him?
They definitely did. They did everything average, like an average human being, but maybe average isn't what they were going for, and average isn't what they want their life to be left as they pass on.
So you would rather want, like, so you're saying that these women would rather be known as, like, I accused Bill Cosby of raping me. I had a good life.
I'm one of the victims. I'm one of his victims.
Well, the way they're making it sound, he had a fuck ton of victims. Like,
but we're sisterhood now. We've all been raped together.
This isn't like Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Like
Sisterhood of the Traveling Pill.
Was it? Okay, then that's another thing then. Why?
There's no other thing.
No. Like, why would you ever take a pill from someone? Like, what if I was like, I can guarantee when you take this pill, whatever headache.
So good.
And I just totally roofied the fuck out of you.
I would be dumb as hell.
Raped you, and then
tied me to a bed.
Yep.
Did the mercy thing to me.
And then...
You know the Mercy thing.
No.
You never seen the movie?
What?
Wasn't it Mercy? Where she tied up the bestseller, the book writer?
Oh, yeah.
That was Mercy, right?
Okay. I don't remember, but I know what you're talking about. The Stephen King?
Yeah. But, what were you saying about it? How did we get there? No, come on, please tell me.
Oh, no, it was like, why would these women take pills from someone who claims to be like a doctor, and they're just like, oh, I drank like... I had a sip of this and I was gone. Like, I'm sorry. If I didn't see you make the drink, I'm not going to drink it. Like, unless, like, I've known you for a while or, like, I don't know, we'd have to have been friends for a while or dating before I knew, like, I can trust this person. You're going over to this man's house for the first time ever, and he's just randomly giving you a drink. You've not seen him make it. You don't know where it came from. You don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
But you're just going to go ahead and drink it. Would you do that in a bar setting to someone who you had just met? Would you take
It's
a
not.
drink from a girl who just randomly walked up to you and was like, "Hey, you're good looking, take a drink"?
No, I wouldn't do it. Not at all.
So then I think it's one of those
But I
things
think
where,
the thing is, everybody knew Bill Cosby. He was the family man. Everybody thought they knew who he was.
or was it
So,
the fact that some man who had money and who had the power took attention and said like, "I think you're semi-attractive."
have you ever been around a celebrity before? Anybody with power? Like, you get a euphoric feeling. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I've held my composure around certain people.
Who have you met?
Oh
wait.
They're not real celebrities. But, like, I've been around, like, Keisha Cole's mom. I went to the casino with her mom. She sat on my lap.
That's weird.
Frankie is a cool woman. She actually owes me $10 still. Frankie, if you hear this, I still want my goddamn money. I don't care. It's the principle. Give me my $10 back. She won money off my money and still didn't give my money back. We snuck her into Motor City Casino.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. She did like a spin move, actually. Like, you could tell she was a crackhead for real. Like, it's no joke. The crackhead was
Talk about
strong.
people's mom like that.
The crackhead was strong in that woman.
No, okay.
How can I not talk about somebody's mom when
Because
you don't even... She doesn't even know who her dad is.
I mean,
Keisha Cole doesn't even know who her dad is.
I'm not
Clearly because her mom was soliciting herself for sex for crack money.
not getting involved in that.
Whatever. I don't give a shit. So...
Clearly.
I'll get the beehive on her. Beyonce's beehive will come for that bitch.
Oh, okay.
Come for
what,
all.
Like, you know Beyonce like that?
She will come for them edges, okay?
Okay.
So, what would possess somebody? The one lady actually said that as she took the pill or she was coming to, she was already drugged. She said that she kept calling him Dr. Huxtable. Dr. Huxtable.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, I think the light skin.
I started to zone out through some of it because it was just like,
bullshit.
It was bullshit.
And it was stuff that can't be proven.
But I think,
so it doesn't make it a good story.
I think that kind of segues into like this generation of like younger girls where like a boy at this point takes attention in them, and they, like it can be like the most basic type of attention.
Are we going to continue?
I'll let you form from those words. Those
you just keep
words.
talking, and then I figure it out how to say.
Yeah, maybe you are buzzed.
To be
maybe you
continued.
are lightweight.
I'm not buzzed at all.
I don't know the way you were.
It's
talking.
11 o'clock. I'm sleepy.
You're sleepy?
I'm about an hour and a half away from my 30th birthday, people.
Oh, it is almost your
And
birthday.
I don't give.
You have to make it.
I'm about to
midnight.
be an OG tonight. Tonight I officially become OG. OG
At
status.
30?
30? Hell yeah, OG is 30.
Really?
Yeah, at this point. Grandmas are 30. Maybe 33 or 35. But, I don't know. I'm concluding this podcast. We'll pick up here next week. Bye, y'all.
You didn't talk about, like, anything. You didn't talk about, like, this basic-ass society.
Nope.